EC&M Asks is a video series that enlists the technical expertise of our brand's subject matter experts to answer our readers' most pressing electrical questions. Posted twice per month, these quick videos present Q&As on topics related to various installations, applications, and troubleshooting scenarios. When our readers ask, EC&M answers. Here's Ron Widup with Shermco Industries, who is also a member of NETA's Standards Review Council.
Hello and welcome to this edition of EC&M Asks. Hey, this time we have a question about NFPA 70E. And the question is, are the annexes a requirement of NFPA standards? And if not, why are they included in NFPA 70E? Hey, that's a great question. And I often talk about the NETA testing standards, these right here. And when we go out and perform the NETA testing services, that's the maintenance and acceptance testing of electrical power equipment, part of that whole process and executing those tasks, it all revolves around electrical safety. And so where do we go for electrical safety? We go to NFPA 70E. So it's a direct correlation between the NETA testing standards and NFPA 70E standard for electrical safety in the workplace. So today, let's answer that question about the annexes, which are actually referred to as an informative annex. Informative annexes are not mandatory requirements in NFPA standards, including NFPA 70E. They are included for several important reasons. First, it provides guidance and clarification. Annexes, they help expand on complex or technical requirements in the main body of the standard. They often offer insights, explanations, and examples to clarify how requirements can be implemented. The annexes often include industry best practices, alternative methods, or suggestions for achieving compliance within the standard. This helps the users better understand the intent behind the rules. The other thing that the annexes do is they offer non-mandatory information. Informative annexes are explicitly labeled as such, non-mandatory, to differentiate them from the enforceable part of the standards. Everything's different in the field, and some workplace safety or technical scenarios are so complex and it's hard to really address those within the body of the standard. But this informative annex, what it allows us to do is to take topics, explore them a little bit in depth without cluttering up the enforceable part of NFPA 70E. So why is it that NFPA 70E is so important to the industry? So first off, it enhances worker safety. The annexes include detailed guidance on implementing safety programs, performing risk assessments, and understanding the arc flash hazard, which all that stuff contributes to a safer work environment. They provide tools, tables, and examples to help employers and workers comply with the mandatory sections of the standard. For instance, Annex D, that provides methods for calculating arc flash energy. Annex F discusses risk management principles. And Annex Q, that discusses human performance. Hey, and speaking of Annex Q, here's a little shameless plug. I just wrote an article for NETA World, the NETA World Journal, on Annex Q and what it's all about, human performance and how important that is. So if you're not a subscriber to the NETA World Journal, go ahead and do that today because, man, we got great content in there. It's about NETA testing and the industry and maintenance and safety. And hey, this latest edition has info on Annex Q on human performance. And here's another reason why all this stuff is important to industry: training and education. Informative annexes serve as educational tools for employees, employers, and safety professionals. They often offer deeper insights into electrical safety concepts. And then finally, it gives you the way to adapt to unique situations. Not all workplaces are the same, and annexes provide flexible guidance that can be adapted to different industries, different environments, different situations. So if you read them, you understand them, then you find out right away that, man, this is some good information here in those informative annexes. So NFPA 70E gives you the rules, but the annexes give you a way to comply with those rules in real-world situations. So when you're out in the field testing circuit breakers, transformers, cables, you have to follow the rules, you have to comply with the standards. The informative annex gives you supplemental materials to do all that and to do it well, and most importantly, to do it safely. So check out those informative annexes, read NFPA 70E, read the NETA testing standards, and before you work on it, test before touch.